Welcome to another modern video. I am back from Singapore. Had a great time. Now it's time to go back to Magic. Time to go back to Modern. The deck that I have in front of me is the one that Young Dingo played to win a couple of Modern challenges. Actually, this was the time where I was away. I really wanted to come home and play this deck as soon as I could. So here we are. 4 copies of Death Shadow. Funnily enough, when this card came out, Cecile the Dark Knight, lots of people said to pair it with Death Shadow. I was pretty skeptical about it because I think the Death Shadow strategy is a little bit outdated, but of course, seeing a Young Dingo winning makes me want to try this deck. Now, what does Cecile do is pretty powerful because it's a way to like self-damage yourself, so you help Shadow. But also on the other way, your deck is made to self-damage yourself with a very painful mana base and Thoughtseize, so you can turn on Cecile and make it a full lifelink as early as turn 3. You don't have Straight Wraith though, that card's not good, so I'm glad to see that. We are playing, of course, for Psychic Frog. I don't know why he ding only at 3, but I'm definitely not going out with 3 Frog. I think this card is just one of the best in Modern, and one of the reasons why literally any deck with Frog can win is because, well, you can just go turn 2 Frog on the play, your opponent doesn't kill it, and you just snowball and win. So, is what we're doing. What else we got? We got that Rosary Channeler. We got, well, lots of 1-drop, 31 drops. So I think I have to display in card view this deck. I can't display in pile view. Alright, on the play, let's go. Let's begin. Okay. So this hand needs to self-damage itself a lot because I have 2 shadows. You can, of course, lightning bolt yourself, but don't do that. That's just a very corner case play. I'll start with the thoughts. He's going on to 16, then I can fetch down to 13. Actually though, maybe it's better if I go Blood Crypt. So if I draw a fetch on, I can drop 2 shadows 1/1 next turn. Yeah, that's actually important. It's important you think about this. I can drop. Okay, I'm gonna go Blood Crypt now, and Thoughtseize. Now at 15. If I draw a fetch, and I go to 12, and then I cast 2 shadows, and then this will turn them into 3/3s. Like it's the mirror match. Okay, well, I'm taking Psychic Frog. As I said, this card is just broken. I don't have removal spell for it. I'm 100% losing to it. You can flip Cecile on turn 2? Nice. That's true. I'll put a Has Push in case I top deck the Frog. Actually, yeah. Play their own Thoughtseize, taking my Shadow, of course. And I don't have too much going on. They have a very large Nethergoyf on the other hand. It's already a 4/5. Already 4/5 with this Mishra's Bubble that are gonna crack. I wanna put in pass, I wanna play. Okay. Let's go draw. See what I draw. Nice. An exciting draw step of a fetch land. I think I have to just play. Opponent knows about it anyway. Hey, I'm just gonna go Surveillant end of turn. Feels bad here because they have Nethergoyf with Stubby D up. So even if I top deck the iteration, it's gonna get countered. Let me see what are my surveillance. I hope there's a blue one. Alright, so there's only one surveillance somehow. Eh. I think I'm still gonna go for it. Because, like, they have Stability anyway. Ooh, maybe not now. Now that they don't have Stability up, maybe I should just not fetch, honestly. Because if I top deck iteration, I want blue mana. If I get... Well, I guess I can get Surveillant, I just play Watery Grave. My deck is 31 drop, so I'm not gonna brick, in theory. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Raucous Theater and dig for an expressive iteration. What was my point? I would have probably gone Nethergoyf Stubby, but... Sorry, Nethergoyf Pass. Given they know my hand fully. Anyway, I got Raucous Theater here. Thank you, Punisher. Welcome for the 17th month. Digging for expressive iteration. That's a way to get up in card advantage. The one more lands. I want expressive iteration. Now. Here. Boom. Come on. Show me that is a colors. They did not. Alright. Don't think this is a game where I need to shock myself. I have 2 shadows in the graveyard and my opponent is attacking me, so I just stay chill. I got 2 bowls. In the against Shadow, back in the days, this is many days ago, with Blue-Red Murktide against Blue-Red Murktide against the Grixis Shadow with Lurrus. I don't know if you guys remember those days. The bolts going phase are very often a way to win the matchup. Like the opponent just sometimes like goes to 9, you just triple bolt them. It's not unusual. But yeah, now they have Stubborn Denial up, some expressive iterations bad. Actually, don't have that many draws. Just 1 draw. If I drew expressive iteration last turn, it would have been good. Alright, well, I don't have any plays. I'm definitely not gonna go iteration into your Stubby. Maybe eventually I can double bolt this. We'll see. Magic Dot, thank you for the raid. But yeah, so basically, this is what happens when you play a cantrip deck. Not that I have cantrips, but I have a surveillance. You have to know all the time what card you're looking for, because you have to give yourself, maximize yourself the chances to draw it. Now, of course, there's not much you can do, but what you can do, which is just control with cantrips, is something you need to work for. All right, here I'm inclined to go double bolt on this. They will Stubby D the second bolt, so maybe it's not great. I can just take 4 for now and decide end the step. I have to hope my opponent doesn't have any more creatures. But the fact they're fetching makes me think they have they're deploying something. Cecile the Dark Knight. Okay, so here what I can do is double bolting the nether go. If opponent's gonna Stubby D the second one, then I go iteration, which resolves, and then maybe things can happen. Alternatively, I can just bolt the Cecile now. My opponent, I don't want to say probably is gonna Stubby D because it's not necessarily true, but if they do, I think this leaves me in a better position than just 2 for 1 in myself to get a 2 for 1 back. All right, on top and draw. Okay. Let Death Shadow go. Once again, I have to respect the Stubborn Denial. I'm not in a winning position. I know I am not. But I felt like if I was 2 for 1 in myself there, bolt, the second bolt, and then, yes, I go iteration, but they have a 4/5 and a 4/4 life link already. It's not great. It's not great. So this way, maybe I would Stubby D the first bolt, given that they didn't know about the other 2 cards. Fun game so far. Lots of guessing game on both sides. Lots of people always assume that mirror match is luck, or no, it's not. Mirror match between 2 interactive deck is very fun. Just magic between 2 interactive deck is always fun. All right, this is a 5/6. It's gonna take me off in 2 turn. Maybe I was supposed to to throw an iteration, but I was maybe just hoping to draw a removal spell or a discard spell to resolve this. But not if I draw a second iteration, then it's bad. Okay, don't know what's my out. I don't think I have any, honestly. Maybe just Nethergoeth. I guess I could frog chump, but that's just a terrible life. I don't want to play a frog just to chump it. That would pain me. I'm gonna give up this game and play a second one. All right. On the play, Ragavan should probably be good. Huh. But the question is what's bad is actually a difficult question to answer. Everything seems quite strong here. Everything seems quite strong here. Because normally matchups like this, Thoughts isn't good because you're going to top deck mode pretty quick. So maybe just taking them out. Although obviously Thoughts makes that shadow better. Alright, on the draw, I'm gonna bring back the Thoughts for the Ragavan. Alright, this is the one-lander. But it's a one-lander that does a lot of things. I think I have to keep it. Normally in Construct, you don't want to keep, I mean, not even limited. You don't want to keep one-landers, but we're playing a mirror match of where there's like more answers than questions. So going mana screw is actually a nice way. Putting also mouse to 5. That can't happen to me since I always keep 7. How was my trip? Fantastic. I have the current feeling. I don't know if there's a word, but maybe there is. You know, like when you're homesick, I have the opposite. All right, let's go for a Blood Crypt. I think I want to start with Cecilia. Definitely the best one drop amongst the one I have. Okay, 2 damage to me. Do I want to kill your one drop? I think you don't have Cecilia. If you had Cecilia, would have played it. I think I'll just ignore this for now and just play Nethergoyf instead, which will be at least a 2/3 next turn when I play Bolt. All right, they go for a Nethergoyf. Not as exciting as it was in game 1. I can attack here, and I can bolt whatever my opponent tries to ambush me with. Okay, you're bolting the Nethergoyf, not the Cecile. Strange. I'll bolt the 2/3, maybe. Bolt bin bolt, killing that. Yep. I go down to 13. I don't think I should, again, kill my opponent creatures. Maybe it's a mistake and Nethergoyf grows out of bolt range. It could be. It could very well be, but I'm just playing Dragon's Ray Channeler here, which can get Delirium if I draw Mishra's Bubble or if I bin a sorcery. Thinking, okay. I was thinking they could cast Psychic Frog, but doesn't seem like they want to. Okay, they've been a Mishra's Bubble. So as I said, Nanagoyf is now at 34, so it's out of my bolt range. Although the Cecila's Death Touch, maybe it doesn't care too much about it. Okay, opponent brings me to 10. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. So if I kill this becomes a 3-3 that must attack. I can trade with my Cecile. Okay. What should I do now? What should I do now? Well, I definitely want to surveil now because I want to dig for a land. So I need to cast this bolt. The question is, where do I cast it? I think here, turning a 4/4 lifelink is a pretty big deal. So yes, the Dragon's Channeler of theirs is now online. But let's see if they want to... Okay, Mishra's Bubble I think goes to the graveyard. So it turns on Delirium and makes me draw maybe a land this turn. Whereas if I play it, if I draw it, I would have drawn Bubble, of course. I do get better odds at finding a land the next turn, but I just want to draw a land this turn. Okay. Well, this must attack, and I think also Cecile must attack. When it trades here, I got an 8. I got a 4. But then maybe I shouldn't attack with this anymore. Yeah, I should just stay back to block. So if I'm offering the trade here, opponent's at 10, I got a 6. And then next turn, if I draw land is fantastic. If I don't draw land, I may actually lose the game. So I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should not. When I shift gears now and takes it. Okay. By taking, they're able to play a shadow. They only have one card in Endo. Hopefully some blue cards. Alright. They don't want to trade. Then I'd go if. Makes sense. Alright, 7 to 10. The game's very, very close here. I want to draw lands. I do not. I can't attack with Cecile. It's too risky. If I just play Shadow to kill it, I'm dead. The Shadow is a 6/6 though. I have a feeling I'm losing this game. My opponent has the attack first. Also, like, I only have one land, and if I draw land, it's likely gonna deal me damage, so next turn, it's like I can't even fetch anymore. Maybe I should have attacked with Cecile here. Maybe I should attack with Cecile and just risked it, honestly. Right? Because attack there, yes, they can draw removal spell and I die, but I feel like opponent was forced to trade. Iteration, maybe? Yeah. Okay, well, opponent by playing this way kind of gave me an out, honestly. I'm not gonna draw bolt and kill them. What have you exiled? Alright, they look dead on board to me here. So they need to have something. Obviously, they will have something. Like a lightning bolt kills me. They just kill themselves with this attack. If they just don't attack with a flyer, I lose this game. Maybe not, because they took 3 damage for that iteration. Like, if they don't take 3 damage from this iteration, I draw a bad card and just dead to this. Alright, well, Magic is a hard game. We all know that. And with my commentary, I try to guide you through how to play it. Because people focus so much on the decks and things like that, but I mean, it's just like in draft, the gameplay is all matters. Really all that matters. What's my favorite deck of all time? Blue-Red Murktide before Lords of the Ring. Modern at its peak. Ledger Shredder, Creativity, Omnat. What else did we have? Rhinas. Practice Scam just came out, I think. It got a lot stronger with Orcish Bowmaster. But I think it existed a little bit. Yeah, it definitely existed a little bit. It was just a meme, though. Respect the Cat winning with Keruga, the 1,000 people tournament. All different decks. Yeah. All time best modder. All right, Mulligan. Okay. Yeah, sometimes in Magic you get game losses. It is what it is. All right, keep. Doesn't matter how well you play and how bad your opponent plays. Sometimes you just get game losses. You mulligan to 4. That's the variance that keep us coming back. So that you win because your opponent got unlucky and you feel good. And that's good that it exists. All right. Let's go for a Wash or Grave because I have the Survey Land. And I'll play Cecile. Rio, thank you for the 30th month. Welcome, welcome. With RCQ shifting to standard, and I'm gonna stream any standard down the line. Not only that, I'm not gonna play any RCQ. I think standard drains me the fun out of the game, so I'll try my best not to play any RCQ in the future. Lightning Bolt, okay. How much luck there's in Flesh and Blood? It's fine. I mean, lots of people love to say that, but it's a card game, so there's obviously luck. In limited, I think there's a lot less because you tend to draw your whole deck all the time, so it's really reduced, but it's a card game. There's always gonna be luck. I had a similar game in Flesh and Blood at the PT where I basically just got a game loss. I just opened my hand and I lost immediately because my hand didn't block, and my opponent just dealt me whatever. If you don't understand the reference, I can't really explain it, but it's a card game. It's a card game. I mean, that's how card game work, and that's how card game are popular because there's luck involved. Speaking of which, I had my first Mango's Workshop video with Simon yesterday going out. Of course, not super popular compared to the other videos, but I'm glad. I'm glad I came out. 40 minutes. 40 minutes video. Buongiorno, Dushan. How's life in the north? How hot it is. Yesterday I came back from Singapore, which is literally on the equator, very hot. And somehow in Senegalia it was hotter than that. Wow, that's true. With Sicily, you can do this, where you have two different types of it. That's cool. That's very cool. Frog is quite bad when you multi-4, because you just don't have cards to discard to it. There's probably no game I should concede, but my opponent has proved me that they're able to lose unlosable games, so I'll keep on playing. Spent the last 2 weeks on vacation, no magic. Yeah, that's why on August I'm gonna pause the video a lot. The YouTube content definitely goes dramatically down in August. People just stop playing. In fact, I don't understand why Watsy keeps on putting out sets on YouTube, on August. Like apparently this weekend there's a pre-release. I guess maybe not everyone lives the lifestyle same way as Italy does. But yeah, in August people just I don't know stop doing anything they were doing previously. It really is how it is. Code's victory. Thank you for the tier one. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to any pre-release this weekend. Actually, I should definitely see what's legal. Like what's if there's any cool new card coming out for modern. You want an RCQ on Friday with Eldrazi? Nice. Any advice on how to prepare for the RC? Well, playing on Magical Line is the best gym you can have, right? Okay, let's go. And bottom exile. Play this and pass. You don't get my watch my stream often, but you watch on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, that's why the YouTube channel is there. What happens in August that you don't do stuff? I think it's just that I don't know in Italy, but I think in whole Europe, just honestly, just change, just like completely switch life. Just don't work anymore and just do whatever things we think are fun that can't do in the winter or whatever when we're working. So in Italian case, probably just go to the beach. Maybe other people just go to the mountain. I don't know. Am I back from Asia? Unfortunately, I am. But I'm gonna come back for sure. Buongiorno, people. Alright, we have a good turn here, actually. Cosa fa questo? Oh, shit. I didn't know this card had text. Other attacking creatures gain indestructible. Alright. That's brutal. I forgot. I forgot about this text. I wanted to, like, block and push to let my opponent attack, but I did forget about that text. What do I do? I definitely have to push this. Like, do I block? Nah, I think I'll take two there. It's like a terrible play because like opponent just flips this, so I don't really do much here. So maybe I should just chumped. I don't know. Opponent's 5 cards in hand. It's gonna be very hard to win. I definitely don't want to chump. They can't have bolt or they would have killed the frog last turn. I had 1 card in hand. It's not a shot. Oh, it's a frog. Double frog. Yeah. I don't know how can I ever win this game, but I guess I'll keep on playing here. I'll do bubble first. It digs me deeper to find more pushes for the iteration. If I find double push, maybe there's a game. See, like by going bubble first, I clean the top. And maybe I got to like one of these two cards first. Alright, so here, I think I'm dead on board. But again, you'll never know. My opponent has proved me to do things in mysterious ways in the previous game, so I'm not gonna concede. Nether Goif. Okay. I drew a push. If I knew about this, maybe I wouldn't have played a Nether Goif, but now I have to. I don't know. There's a world where my opponent just goes to 3 somehow, like fetch thoughts is plays like that. I'm not gonna give up. Just imagine if I had a few more cards in this game. I can't believe it's this close and it was on the draw and a multi-4. It's just a liquor. Ooh. Okay, they give the frog fly. I may or may not be dead on board here. Once again, same deal. May or may not be dead on board. CBG, thank you. Opponent is about to attack. I have to. Whenever he attacks, other attacking creature gains star. So that ability goes on the stack. So I'm going to let him attack me. Ability on the stack. I'll push one of these guys. Then I have to give the frog fly. And then we may die. Alright, I'll leave this on top in the unlikely scenario where I have a turn. This may be necessary. So I'll fly the frog here. Exile an instant, sorcery, creature. And then let's see what happens. Again, dead to any removal. Let's see if they have it. How is this closing multi? I don't know. How is this closing multi for? They discard a Dreams of Steel and Oil. Opponent failing sick. No, sorry. How do you say? Like they just fell from the sickness of overside boarding, a very common sickness in the game Magic the Gathering. Discus spells are actually very bad. You should side them out, not bring them in. Block. All right, we're somehow alive. I'm definitely not discarding this bolt. We are somehow alive. I think this makes everything indestructible, people, if I didn't make a mistake in reading. Other attacking creatures. Alright. Opponent's dead on board. They have 0 cards in hand. I can't believe we've won this game. Unbelievable. Was actually close to conceding after multi-4. But we won. Big boss. 17 months. Wait, what happened? Oh, you gained 4. Oh shit, I missed that part. Never mind. We don't win. Ripperoni. Alright. Can I do something else then? Bah, maybe. Iteration. Can iteration do something? I don't think so. Never mind. I thought it won, but I forgot the 4 life. Death touch. So I can bolt this. Yeah, no, we're dead now. Is there a way I can gain life? No, right? No, I think we're dead. Rip though. It was a good try. Life gains cheat. Yeah. Life gains cheat. Nah, it's just impossible they miss lethal now. Dai, va bene. GG. GG. Very strong hand. Although on the draw without removal spells or discard spells, so this can definitely be. It's just the type of hand that if you're in the play, you can just apply so much pressure that you just win. But if you're on the draw, you have to react, and I just don't have a reactive hand. So we'll see. Godless Shrine. Okay. Are intentional draws price split in common in FAB? Actually, no, not at all. You cannot intentional draw because draws are worth 0 points. In fact, my roommate was at table 1 at the PT at the last round, lost and didn't make top 8. Crazy. Because a draw worth 0 points, a win worth 1 point. So if you get to extra time, you just get 0 points. There's no extra time. It's just one turn. It's pretty brutal. The opponent definitely can like slow play you to 0 points. Anyway, should I fetch? So this is a matchup against Solitude. I'm playing against Solitude here. This is a matchup where your opponent's gonna reset your life to 13 very often. How does a foul game end in a draw? It happens for sure. I've drawn 2 or 3 times already. And you know me, I play fast. I had one game at Nationals where I was winning 100%. And yeah, opponent just didn't concede. So I just lost. Basically just lost. Because a draw is a loss. It is what it is. I guess you should just pressure your opponent playing faster. But I don't think we were playing slow at all. So maybe I was playing slow. I don't know. It's not great. It's definitely one of the bad thing of that game. But that's fine. I actually like a lot the draw that happens in Magic. Actually, I think the thing I like the most that they're doing competitive Magic tournaments these days is that they drop you once you're locked for top 8. They drop you from the tournament and they award you a bye. This is to avoid collusion in the last round. Like my opponent, my friend could have just gotten a. Oh wow, I lost. My friend could have just gotten a concession in the last round since the opponent was locked, but the opponent didn't concede and just played. You call judge for slow play. I mean, literally all the judges are Magic judges, so yes, it's the same thing, yes. But you know what it is. Nobody ever calls a judge for slow play. I've played 1,000 tournaments and it just never happens. It's more of a thing that you say can happen, but just literally it never happens. Alright, I don't think my deck can ever beat that, can it? For real though. Like my deck cannot beat that combination of cards my opponent just played. I mean, I can keep on playing, but nah, this is just unwinnable. This is more unwinnable than the multi-4. This is just unwinnable. Ketra plus Relic cannot be beaten. It's not, I don't even have any cyber for it. I just have to accept that if opponent does that, I lose. Not great. Not a fan of accepting that, but I guess it is what it is. They should take it a step further and not allow people to sign up for tournaments they've already qualified for. I think that sucks. I think that's exactly what you don't have to do. Like making people not play your game, it's terrible. That's why ELO is terrible. So rewarding people for not playing, not rewarding, like making people not play is terrible. It's just that the RCQ system sucks. The RCQ system is awful. That's it. That's all it is. You should just be invited to the European, not invited, you should just go to the European tournament. You should just go to GPs. You should not have local 7 people event qualify you for 1,500 people event. You should just have open tournaments. The RC system maybe worked for after COVID, but it definitely sucks now. You already have GPs, just have GPs, that's it. The RC doesn't even give you pro points. It's just I don't even know what it is. They give you like good promos. They don't even give you a free play mat. It's not even a I don't know. Just whatever. I don't want to talk about it too much. Am I setting up Stubby? I think I am. My opponent deck doesn't play too many removals. Well, sorry, too many spells. You qualified through a 12 people tournament? Yeah, I didn't manage that. I played 3 RCQ. There were 15, 19, 19 people. No, sorry, I played 4. There were always under 20 people though, but I didn't manage to qualify. All right, keep. Turn 1. What's my play? I think it's Cecile here. So let's go watch her grave, Cecile. Okay, to go prismatic ending. Sure. Okay, I can bubble myself and then decide what to do. That's very good. So what I'm going to do is play Nethergoyf, play fetch and pass. I disagree with that, cat dog. If your tournament is like 12 people and it gives you 2 invites, that means that the open is going to be big. So it's not because you have 1,800 people that you should have top 32 invites. That's kind of what happens in Canada, right? They give an invite to literally everyone. It's not that. It's just about the players that play the game. Like in the north of Italy, they have RCQ with 80 people. Yet only one person qualifies. It just you shouldn't look at the number and be like, oh, there's a million people. We should give more invites. No, because the system is wrong and it makes you it just shows you wrong things. It doesn't show you the amount of players. It shows you the amount of qualified players, which qualify in very different ways. Unfair different ways, I should say. I think they should just give a qualification to everyone. Again, just kind of what happens in Canada. And then you just play the game. You're free to play the game. You pay your entry fee of €1,000,000 and you just play the game. You pay money, you buy cards, you play the game. You're not gate kept. Anyway, that's enough. I don't want to complain too much. I try not to. Okay? Please don't play Ketra as well. I'll be forced to concede once again. Like, he just can't beat that combination. Okay, nice. They went March, Pitch Wrath. So Frog did its 2 for 1. All good. How long has it been since local PTQs? Yeah, that's a long time, huh? I grew up with PTQs. Actually, I made my uni decision based on the city that had the most PTQs. Doggo. Okay. Solitude Fly Strand. Sure. We killed the doggo. How? Push or bolt? Let me think. What does push kill the bolt doesn't? I honestly don't think it's much. Oh, maybe just the Emperor of Bones? Yeah, maybe Emperor of Bones. But both can go face. Alright, let's go push. Maybe actually I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have pushed. No, I should. I should. This is for 1 more damage. No point. What have you drawn? Not Ketra Mo's, please. Boggy T. Okay. See, go back to 0-1. Okay, that shadow. Sorry, fetch land brings that shadow a little bit up. Uh, Pass. When it attacks, I'll take it. So my shadow can come down as a 3-3. No, bro, that's a good draw. Man, that's maybe why I should have kept the push. I guess it's the same. They have 0 cards in hand. Alright, if you attack me, I'm happy. Nice. Alright, my shadow now can come down. Regardless of what I draw. Draw. Boom. E porco. Va bene, va bene, va bene, va bene, va bene. What do I do with this Netherglyph? I think I'm gonna go bolt. Attack. I was gonna tap the relic. I'll double fetch. Drop a shadow. Take 6 damage to me this turn. So much damage. I'm dealing myself here. In exchange of dropping a 6-6. I think it's worth it at this stage of the game. Opponent has no cards in hand. I have to hope they brick. They might just crack this relic, honestly. I think it's a good idea to crack the relic. Because, like, they're in top deck mode. They need to draw something. And they also prevent 2 damage. Alright, boom, 6-6. Let's see how it goes. Okay, they drew a frog and passed. That's fine, that's fine. As long as they don't have a fatal push for my shadow, it's all fine. Yeah, back in the days, the PTQ awarded a flight as well. That's insane. That is honestly insane. We had it so good, it's unbelievable. Like the season that was qualifying for PT Honolulu, I still remember that for Council of Tarki or PT. There were so many people playing the PTQs. Like in Italy at least, like 300 people playing PTQs. At the time where it wasn't that popular of a game. Imagine now how many people would be there. Like 1,000 people playing a PTQ. Like travel airfare full, like back and forth to Honolulu. That was the prize. Do you think this list should run straight rate? Nah, straight rate's obsolete. Probably this deck is obsolete, but you know, definitely straight rate is. Hola Daniel, buenos dias. All right, opponent's kind of all in now. If they break, they lose. They're dead on board if they break. Please don't draw Solitude. Just honestly don't draw anything. Purge. You have a bet. Nah, così. 33 months, let's go. Alright, draw iteration, please. Come on. Va bene. Va bene. This can be the win now. Find a removal spell or 3 lands. Okay. Attack for 4, you get a 4. Still somehow winning. Okay. Wouldn't should have probably attacked first. I guess that's not true. If I have a no, yeah, Stubborn Idol doesn't work. A negate I have to have. Another iteration? Shadow of Death. Alright. I am, unfortunately for me, dead on board. Rip. We're 0-2, but I think I've tried my best. I think I've really done trying my best. But as I often say, in Magic the Gathering, sometimes you try your best and you do not succeed, and that's fine. And that's fine. It's a very important lesson in life. Sometimes trying your best is not enough, but that's okay. It's all about the journey. It's not about the result. When you go back home after spending €1,000 on a tournament and your mom asks, how did the tournament go? And you say bad. That's not how it went, because you had fun. I'm gonna actually drop the league, do only a 54 minutes video for poor Alfred. I think I can do more videos, winning a bit more than just playing a match in the 0-2 bracket. So sorry, Alfred. This video is for you. This apology is for you. I hope you will enjoy tomorrow's video on YouTube.